Yeah. Welcome to the open book, where truth don't hide, stories ride, and every chapter got that power. Turn the page, now you stepping in, where real ones talk and the fake pretend. From viral heat to deep convo, we write the truth, let the whole world know. This ain't just a channel, it's a movement. The open book, every story, every voice.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha. I hope everyone is having a fabulous morning. Okay, this is a Thursday morning, and y'all, it started off a little bit crazy. Okay, my son used my phone last night, and the battery went out. All I did was plug it in, thinking that it's on, and it wasn't on. Okay, I felt like I was getting a little too much sleep. My husband's alarm goes off. I'm wondering, what time is it? Child, we woke up a whole hour late. Okay. A whole hour late. So today was their book character day. They had to put on their costumes and things like that. So I said, you know what? Hey, it is what it is. I must have needed the extra sleep. So you just never know. And I was on my way home, and someone sent me Key's video that he just did not too long ago, that he finally got the autopsy report for Romeca, Meeks, okay? And we've been following her story and, talking about the different things that are taking place with her case. And it's kind of like after hearing not even the full thing, shout out to Keys for getting that, a sadness overcame me, y'all, after hearing just that little part, right? Make sure y'all tap the like button. Let everyone know we are live. This live is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is covered under the Fair Use Act. Information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people. Okay. Also, if you would like to support the channel, you're welcome to send a super sticker, super chat, Cashapp. It's on the screen, or buy a coffee, and that link is in the description field of this video. And I'm not going to be on here too long this morning. Like I said, I hadn't even planned on going live this morning, but I heard that, and I know you all may have some thoughts, being that we talked about some of the things that he brought up in his video a few minutes ago. We talked about that yesterday, the scenario of how that day started, okay, and where her mind was possibly in her final moments. Let me see who we have here so far before we get into it. Hi, Felina. Good morning. She said, good morning, everyone. Have a blessed day. Justice for Romeca Blackman. Okay. Yes, today is a good day for some justice. Speaking of justice, justice was finally made for Sonya Massey. If y'all did not know about that, I did a video yesterday. Sonya Massey, the officer, Sean Grayson, that unalived her, was found guilty of second-degree murder on yesterday. He unalived her and should not have in her own home. She did not have a weapon. Okay. So, hey, same thing here. Unarmed. Going to get a pot of water because her water, the hot water was turned off that day, and she was heating up water. She looked over at him. He's standing there with his hand on his weapon. And she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. That made him fear for his life. And he shot her cold, in cold blood. Okay. And her to the face too. That day. And that lady did not need to lose her life that day. The other officer, his partner, was even saying that he was afraid of his own partner after he did that because it did not warrant that. So he was found guilty yesterday. Okay. Second-degree murder. Let's see. Hey, Queen Shailene, welcome. Thank you for joining. Latrice is in the building. Thank you for joining. Hi, Glenda Kelly. Thank you for joining. Hey, Royal D is in the building. Good morning, sis. Hey, T. Smith, good morning. Thank you for joining. Miss Foxy, welcome, sis. Look, we were up late, okay, being fast. Good morning, Anissa. Thank you for joining. Everybody was tapped in last night. Hi, Angel. Yes. Okay, justice for Romeca. Me too, D, because I don't know who's behind some of the names. Y'all got to tell me if I say a name that doesn't match. Okay, well, we go by over here on YouTube. Yes, we need justice for Romeca. Hi, Deborah. Good morning. Yes, so you saw that video? Yes, it was. Okay. Hi, Miss Boss Lady. Good morning. Thank you for joining, Brandy. And welcome to the open book, Miss Boss Lady. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate your support. Okay. Now, hey Tay Bay, good morning, sis. If you haven't seen the video, Keys News Network shared a part. He said that he's going to do, hey Sherry, good morning, another part tomorrow. Or I don't know if he's going to do something else today. Hi, Amy. Welcome. Hey, honey, 5K. Thank you for joining, ladies. And I clicked on it, and I was almost home, y'all. And I clicked on the video, and he gave like just a little summary without going into a whole lot of details. Now, one thing that he wanted us to walk away from in listening to that is Romeca was in fact on her way to work. She had on her work clothes. Okay. Now, remember yesterday we were talking about how in that she had already made the note, okay, for her son and had posted that she was running late. Yes, me too, Miss Foxy. Right? Now, we've talked about, how writing a note is very personal. It took time to write a little note. And so as a mom, the mornings are already crazy. I was running late this morning. You got to make sure your child gets some type of breakfast because they done missed breakfast. Okay. You're trying to make sure they get all the backpacks, everything, the books, everything. Okay. Lunches. You're trying to get that together. So she getting her son lunch together because she doesn't want her son at school hungry. She decides to put a very special note inside of his lunch. And I'm glad that she took a picture of that too. He could cherish that forever. Now, you're on top of running late after you drop that off. You're really trying to get to work. Your mind, especially who's trying to fight early in the morning. Yes, Queen Shailene, yes. Okay, hi, Miss Amelia, good morning. Okay. Your mindset is on, I just got my son situated. Let me get to work. We still don't know what had happened for her to pull over. Obviously, it's not to fight. Okay. She had on her work clothes, trying to get to work. Okay, you got to explain to your boss and things like that. Why you running late and all of that. Now, he also stated that, now remember on the police report that was shared, there were 3 live rounds shot. Okay. 2 of those rounds hit Romeca. 1 on the right side of her face, 1 on her left thigh. Now, I don't know what kind of shooting was taking place. And then I started thinking, well, child, where did the other bullet go? Okay, because remember, she had 1 more inside of the gun, and she put that inside of the car with her child that she so cares about. Oh my gosh, she really, really loves this child. And she put a gun with a live round still in it. And the only reason she stopped shooting was because it got jammed. Okay, good morning, Kimberly. Okay, so what if when you put it in there, it decided to unjam and shoot your child? And I'm still trying to figure out, because I'm thinking back to the witness's statement that Carlos was holding Romeca. And as he let go, because the witness said that, is when she shot. Now, Ladre was saying that, oh, it was multiple shots. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. And now I'm starting to wonder, because how did you shoot on one side on her face and on the other side on her thigh? I believe she was trying to get away. Because to me, that's not frontal if she's trying to come at you. And that coincides with what the witness said. As soon as she turned to get away is when she had shot that side of her face. Now, I don't know. I guess, once Keys go deeper into the autopsy, was the other one at a closer range? Okay. Good morning, Kim Colby. Welcome, sis. Was it at a closer range? Or are you that bad of a shooter? See, this is why we said yesterday, everyone does not need a gun. Everyone cannot handle having a weapon because you're not either mature enough, you may have mental issues, or any of that. So everyone does not need to have a weapon. Okay? Because then it makes me wonder, if you shot across the car from the sidewalk and you hit her once, how in the world did it happen on the opposite side? And y'all let me know, because maybe I'm missing something. Okay? Maybe I'm missing something, because I'm trying to visualize this. How in the world? Because now, see, this is where I hope the investigators are doing their part. How in the world did you get all of that blood on your shoes, you and Carlos, and on your hands? It's no way the way it was smeared that it would have been from a distance like that. What actually happened that day? Okay, because it's not adding up. With what they're saying happened, no. Okay, their stories, no. It couldn't have been everything from a distance, or she's standing in the back of a car, because that's what Elijah was saying. She was standing at the back of the car, and no. Now, if she was standing from the back of the car, she got closer for it to be that much blood. Okay, on their shoes, her pants, hands. Come on now. And this is so, it just really made me sad. And then for there to be another round that the shell casing was on the windshield. Okay. Where did the bullet go? Now, remember yesterday we were talking about how she had no care for the other people that were around, not just her child, but this was on a morning when kids were going to school. Hence, there were some kids in the video watching Romeca on that ground, the aftermath of what had just happened. There were people driving by in their cars that could have possibly been unalive that day as well. Where did the other bullet go? I mean, it's crazy, y'all. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Was he even on the scene when it happened? I don't know. Child, he says no. Some people feel that he was. Okay, good morning, Carla. Welcome. Some people feel that he was. Hi, Melinda. Okay. No regard for life. So all this, oh, she was texting, she was trying to show up and fight and all of that. Oh, we could put that, just put it to rest. Put it to rest. Just please stop. She had on her work clothes. And y'all, I did see a closer, view of her, but not trying to be graphic. I couldn't really tell because of the blood. I was trying to see where those scrubs. Okay. On the side, if you're running towards someone, how is it on the side? How is it on one side of your face and then the thigh on the other, like the opposite side? That explained that to me, because I thought if you running towards someone, it would have been a headshot straight on. Side does not look like you're running towards someone. Carlos and Holly going to jail. Okay, Christina, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. That song took me out. Hey, V, good morning, sis. Thank you for joining. Yes, okay. She was in her work uniform. In a work uniform, going to work. Now, remember, it was also said when she was like, are y'all kidding me? I just dropped my son off. She's confused. And it also goes back, this confirms what the spiritual detective lady said, okay, on TikTok. For those of you who believe in all of that and stuff, I listen to it too sometimes, for entertainment purposes. But she said she was not on what they were saying that she was on that day. Her mind wasn't there. And she even went further to say that allegedly Romeca had some type of little headache or something that day. This is what the spiritual detective lady on TikTok said. Okay. So she wasn't even on what they wanted her to be on that day. So now what? Okay. Go back to the drawing board and come up with something else. Because all this, she was doing this, she was doing that. Look, put some evidence out there. Okay. Please quit with all of the, we know that she loves to fight. She was coming over there to do this. She was coming over there. Where's the proof of that? Please stop with that. Okay, we're going by what the witnesses said, the autopsy, things that are factual. Okay? Things that are factual. Now, if there's video evidence, put it out there. My thing is this. Put it all out. Okay, whether y'all think it's going to make her look bad or not, because y'all still playing these one-sided videos, okay, trying to make her look like an aggressor. So whether you're doing that or not, just go ahead and put it all out on the table. What are we playing tic-tac-toe, all these little games for? Oh, we got a video. We just not putting it out. Oh, we got some messages. We just not going to put it out yet. Well, what are you waiting for? I thought it was justice for Romeca. I thought people were trying to make sure Holly's defense, self-defense claim stuck. So what are we waiting for? We got to slowly do this to the family. I mean, what are we waiting for? Miss T, I was just talking about Keys. He had shared just a little information this morning from the autopsy report. And he stated that, he's going to do a part 2. He just did like a very short one. And he said that Romeca was on her way to work that day. And there was one shot to the right side of her face and one to her thigh, her left thigh. Okay. Child, we don't even know where the third bullet went. Okay. Because we know 3 shots were fired. There was one live round in her gun. that she put on the floorboard, according to the police report. I'm only talking about stuff that's been put out. Like, until people give me something else to talk about, then I'll talk about that. If it's, I don't care. Hey, either way, if it's something that Romeca was doing wrong and some video or evidence comes out, I'm gonna talk about that too. Okay, but I can only go by what the witnesses said and what's on the police report, what's on the autopsy report. That's it. I'm not talking about that other stuff. We don't know if that was hit on. Now, if Keys releases some more, because he said the right side. Okay, to me, you coming towards me, baby, I'm hitting frontal. Okay, but once he goes into more detail tomorrow, then we may have more answers. Okay, but as of right now, this is where we are. Yeah, Shailene, possibly. We still don't even know that. I don't care what Roro did a year ago, months ago. What matters is she did nothing to deserve that outcome on that day. Period. Period. Okay? And I'll Google that, ice me out. Hey, Honey Drip, good morning, sis. Hey, Shiny. Thank you, ladies, for joining. Carlos had too much blood on him. His ass going to jail. Okay? Please explain that. Especially, okay, thank you so much, Miss T. Especially if you weren't even holding her at that moment. Okay, get that. He had let her go. He wasn't even holding her in that moment. So I'm really curious to know, how did you get that much on your hands? Because allegedly, he let her go, right? So how in the world did you get that much blood on your hands and your shoes? Okay, let's just say this. Even if we saw him on the video going back and forth, okay, to the people on the side. Then he was going back over there. I don't know what he was telling the paramedics and stuff. Then he was going back over there. Okay, even if he was just doing that, how did it get on the top of your shoes? How did you get so much on your hands? Because even the other angles show you just kind of bending down, tapping. The witness said poking at. Okay, you wouldn't have gotten that much on your hands. How did that happen? We're just trying to understand it. Okay, that's all. We're just trying to understand what really happened that day. Good morning, Mika. Thank you for joining. Good morning, Upper. She said the fact that she had no blood spatter on her clothing, face, or anything else, just having blood on her shoes and hand is consistent with moving the body. Okay, clock it. Explain that part. Okay, because baby, if you from a distance, it's no way possible it would have been like that. Okay. No way possible. You would have gotten on your hands, your shoes, little on your pants, all of that. No. It's no way possible. I can't remember that eyewitness saying something about he was close to her and all of a sudden the blood gushed out. Oh, you can't remember? Yes, exactly. The shot to the face. And the witness said as soon as, it's almost like it was a quick movement of him letting go and the bullet hitting her. You know what I'm saying? Like a quick thing. Because see, he didn't want to get shot. He didn't want to. And child, he better be glad, because where's the other bullet? And I don't think she's that great of a shooter. See, that's what I'm saying. A lot of these people saying, I'm licensed to carry. But child, have you had target practice? Are you quick with it? Okay? Because some people don't know what they're going to do with it. They haven't practiced or anything since the last time they took a class. And you think somebody going to walk up on you and you're going to be such a good aim and shooter? You don't even know what to probably do. You forgot the test question. You don't even know what to do. That should be for people who are trained, that know what to do, the mental capacity. Okay, because we got people out here, mental health crises, anger, all over the place. No anger management, and they will pull out a gun on you in traffic because they're having a bad day. Everyone does not deserve to get one. Hence this case. Okay, you got a girl, I don't even know why she out there mad at Romeca going to work. What you mad for? What are you mad about? It's all we're asking. What was it about? Good morning, Demetra. She said the amount of time she was shot shows how enraged and crazy that was. Okay. It was. Okay, because one shot would have taken, her down at least for you to move on. That's why when you go back to hold on, y'all. I wanted to pull something up that I saw yesterday. I wasn't prepared. Forgive me for this live. I didn't know that was going. I've been waiting because I was actually telling D yesterday. I was like, I wonder when is this autopsy report going to come back? I know Keys has said it could take within 3 to 5 more days. So I was thinking, oh, definitely this week, today or tomorrow. And when he did that, I was like, okay, finally some type of information on that. Now, there's this post that someone made, and I'm going to pull this up. Hold on 1 second. Shout out to Lena Johnson. This was her post I saw yesterday. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to make it big enough. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to sleep either. Good morning, Brittany. Hey, sis. Okay. Now, shout out to Lena Johnson over on Facebook. Now, she posted this yesterday. And she said, let me make sure y'all can see it on the other screen. I'm trying to make it as big as possible. All right, she said, understanding self-defense and release after a homicide in Chicago. When a homicide occurs, Chicago police are required to detain or arrest the person involved, even if they immediately claim self-defense. That's not because they're automatically guilty. It's part of the investigative process. After review by detectives and the Cook County State's Attorney's Office, a person can be released if early evidence shows the killing may have been lawful self-defense or if probable cause for murder can't yet be proven. Okay, because remember, they have to prove that she was in fear and that there was imminent harm, okay, to her or immediate danger to her to have this probable cause to, to do this, okay, and to have this self-defense claim. That has to be proven. Release, pay attention to this, does not mean cleared, okay? It means the case is still under review. Now, under Illinois law, it says under 720 ILCS 5/7-1, a person may use deadly force only if they reasonably believe it's necessary to prevent imminent death or great bodily harm to themselves or another. Okay? Key factors in this. Now, this is something to consider. The danger must be immediate. Okay, well, we already established it wasn't immediate. Okay? We doing a lot of, let me put Romeca into her car. We chasing Romeca because we think she getting in my car. Okay, it was a lot. And even her boy, Ladre, said she was trying to give her a chance to live. So the danger was not immediate. The belief must be reasonable. Well, it's already not reasonable if there are two against one, and one has a weapon, and Romeca did not have a weapon. So we're not even on equal ground as far as what we're using. Okay, child, you got a whole weapon and I don't. So that in itself is not reasonable. Hey, Amanda, thank you for joining. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Okay, let everyone know we are live. Hey, Brittany. Okay, that's not reasonable if you don't have a weapon. The person cannot be the aggressor. Hence, they are trying to make Romeca look like an aggressor. Okay? Because see, it got to fall up in here, so we got to see where this is going. Okay? So how do I make Romeca look like an aggressor? If I haven't put out a video yet showing Romeca trying to fight her, going after her, because the original call was not in regards to that. It was in regards to the battery call with Carlos. Yes, Miss T, a couple of people have. Okay. That's when the witness stated that she saw Carlos trying to close Romeca into the car with her door hitting her. That's what they were talking about. Now, in a sense, when people call and say fighting, if someone else called and said that there was fighting taking place, some people say arguing is fighting as well. Okay, it just depends on your verbiage. Like last night, I put into someone's chat, I said something about the fighting or something, and I said, let me clarify. I'm not talking about like fists fighting. I'm talking about arguing. So that could also be misinterpreted too. Hi, Tasha. Good morning. Okay, I don't know if I spoke. Brittany said, right, open book. It doesn't give Holly a right to unalive Romeca. They are trying to make Romeca look like a bad person and everyone isn't perfect. Exactly. Okay. And just to clarify, I think her own family has stated, her cousins stated that they fight. That part is not a surprise. She said that the girls even would fight when they were younger, the younger boy cousins. They're not trying to paint her as an angel like she didn't get down. So what are we doing? Even if there is a video of her trying to fight someone in the past, was she trying to fight that day? Let's keep it to that day. Okay, but I wanted y'all to see this part in the whole narrative that's being painted about Romeca right now. Is we're trying to prove, okay, that she was the aggressor and not Holly, based off of how she reacted in the past. Oh, because the witnesses already put on paper and stated that when Romeca was trying to retreat, allegedly, Holly was over there antagonizing and taunting her, hitting the hood of her car. D said, I know that messy lady always in my comments looking, you better stay away from my channel and OB. Who is D? Who is D talking about? I don't know who D talking about. Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. Justifiable or not, it was still wrong. Exactly. Good morning, Malika. Welcome. Okay. Upper said the fact that the wounds are in completely different areas of the body shows that she made decisions. It wasn't panic or fear. Okay, say it again, because I'm still trying to figure out how in the world we get two separate sides of the body. And I want to know with more details. Like I said, y'all, I'm all about hearing the facts and the details, right? Was the other shot up close? Okay, how did it get to two separate sides of the body? That's what I'm still trying to figure out. The witness said Carlos pushed Holly's arm during the pow pow. How is that possible if she shot from the opposite side of her car? Right, Queen Nana. Yes. They're trying to prove Holly was right for the self-defense. That's why they pulling up roll old stuff. Yes, I'm showing y'all why. Yeah. This is it right here. Because you got to be able to prove that Romeca was the aggressor. Look at these times. See, Romeca is trying to call some people up. She's trying to fight them. Oh, look at this. You see her? She's with her son. She got her baby daddy there. She has a whole stick holding it up, about to hit him. See. You see this video right here? She's all outside his place, stalking him, calling, looking for him, and all of that. You see this police report? Come on now. We already see where you're going with this. What happened that day? Let's keep the focus, the main focus. Okay? What took place that day? Because to me, even in those videos, what's the complete picture? Anyone can pull a snippet of something. I can pull a snippet of something, y'all, and I can argue it. I can make it look a certain type of way. When you don't have the complete picture, I can do that easily and make y'all think a certain thing. You just take a portion of something and say it's this, and then if you have some people that are simple-minded and just go with it, then hey. But most people want to see, well, what happened to get her to react like that? What's the complete picture? Now, if she was shooting in rapid succession, they will all be located in the same area of the body. Investigators will look at that. The autopsy is needed for the investigation. Exactly. Because according to Ladre, that's what was happening. It was like bam, bam, bam. Like, but wouldn't it be kind of on the same side? Keep it on that day and not in her past. The past is exactly what, yeah, it is the past. Right, Brittany? Okay. Good morning, honey drip. It's really sad. Hey, Cheryl. It's really sad. Okay. And then also on here, it says the force must be proportional to the threat. Okay. So hence, this is why, she was coming at her. Okay. Because now we got to show and prove that Romeca was coming at Holly. She felt so threatened. Well, then why was Carlos holding her? So we got to make some stuff make sense. Okay? And if she didn't have a weapon, just say you can't fight. Just say you can't fight. And not to say you have to be out there fighting, but I'm just saying there were other options. You're trying to see it with this type of thing. They're saying that you would have no option but to shoot. Okay? You didn't have any other option but to shoot so that you wouldn't lose your life. Was that the case? That's what they're trying to get to the bottom of. They were all reaction videos. Exactly. Thank you. We didn't see the first part. People always want to say what you do when you react, but why am I reacting this way? Good morning, Glenn. Thank you for joining. Yeah, even got into a headlock trying to restrain her. Okay, remember she on the sidewalk at one time. Hello? Okay, she's on the sidewalk. So which one is it? Pick a story. Like, which story are y'all going with? Because too many different stories out here. We're trying to explain this. We're trying to explain that. Like, come on. If these conditions appear met, prosecutors may delay or decline charges pending full investigation. Okay? So it's possible that they will delay. Okay? Now, having a protection order supports that the person feared harm. But check this out. It does not automatically justify deadly force. So just because you say, I'm licensed to carry, child, that does not justify deadly force and give you a right. Okay? And y'all, and I'm gonna when I have more time, because like I said, I didn't plan this live. I want to show y'all a video of some things that have been taking place just 9 days ago. This was shared in Chicago. And when it comes to this license to carry thing, what the police should have been doing. And did they do it? Okay, because they have falsely arrested some people over this very thing. But then you have someone else in this situation that you to let go. Okay, so we're going to get into that video too, because it was very interesting. I was like, wow. And this is right out of Chicago. I said, you have this police department handling this case? Oh, okay. Okay. Now we see why it looked a mess on the crime scene. They didn't know what they were doing. Holding a concealed carry license simply means the firearm was possessed legally, not that its use was justified. Okay, so it means that you are able to have that. But that does not mean because you used it, it was justified. And also, your boy was trying to give you a defense. He said self-defense. You didn't. Okay? You didn't come out saying that it was self-defense. Good morning, Creed's Conversation Lounge. Thank you for joining, sis. Okay. Brittany said the police should have been doing their jobs, but they must don't care. But they will care if it was their family member. Exactly. Yes. What happens next? The felony review unit reviews all evidence before deciding on charges. Okay. Then the grand jury may issue a no bill if they find the self-defense claim credible. Okay, so if it goes before the grand jury, and I'm hearing that it has, I don't know how true that is, then, they say, well, this is self-defense, they will issue a no bill, decision. Further forensic testing, autopsy reports. Okay, we got an autopsy report. Hopefully they're looking over that. Witness interviews. Okay, they've been doing those. Continue before any final decision. See, this is why all of this is important. Okay, the autopsy reports. We don't know forensic testing. I don't know, what's come of that. These witness interviews. Carlos having to make a statement. All of that is important. Illinois does not have a full stand your ground law, but there's no duty to retreat if you are somewhere you have a legal right to be and are not the aggressor. Every case is judged on facts, video, and witness credibility. And I don't know, the witness that we never knew who it was, I don't know if they're a credible witness. We don't even know if they went and made a statement, if they're a real person. So I don't even know if that witness is credible. Okay? Because the other witness, we could put them at the scene of the crime. We heard their voices. But we couldn't hear a voice. We don't know if it's a real person or any of that. Okay? So I don't know. I don't know if that witness will be credible. Especially when you left, came back, you didn't see everything. Like it was a lot of missing parts right there. So I don't know if they would be credible. Disclaimer, we are not attorneys. This post is for educational and research purposes only. Always seek qualified legal counsel for any personal or criminal defense matter. Okay? Let's see. Miss Foxy said, yes, the female cop was making me mad. I never seen a cop be so lost and dumbfounded. Okay. Right. Girl, get it together. You even know the shooter right there behind you. Honey 5K said they're definitely not going to find that case self-defense. That was not self-defense. Okay. The ones that responded to that scene did not handle it in a professional manner. I agree. I agree. Illinois does not have a duty to retreat law set in stone. However, we have something called the Castle Doctrine, which implies a duty to retreat. Okay, well, thank you for putting that. So, hey, to me, it all gave, she had options. Okay, it's given you had options before shooting her the way that you did. And even if, like I said, hey, Love Cat, good morning. Even if she shot her once, okay, to show her, and I'm not saying to do that because she had other options, but why did you have to keep shooting? Especially if she did not have a weapon. That's what we're saying when people say it was overkill. Especially if you could back up. If you're on the sidewalk and you could have hopped into your car. Okay? No, you don't have to do something. But if you don't want to murder someone and you have options, those would have been some options. Okay, that's all we're saying. You would have had some options. Legally in Illinois, you are able to stand your ground only in your home or in a private dwelling, which she was not. That wasn't a real witness. Okay. I'm telling you, we don't know who that person was. No voice, no face, no sound. I mean, I don't know. She was not a real witness. Credible. I'll say credible. Yes, that woman cop, I didn't understand her job that day. She was so confused. So confused. You had Carlos more in charge than the police handling the scene. Okay, Holly was just extremely mad because she was waiting and she knows Carlos still loves Romeca. So when she seen them talking, she spazzed out. Yeah, yeah, because they actually could have been having a private conversation about something. Now, y'all know, now we've heard this. I don't know how true it is that she was possibly on the phone with her boyfriend, the new one. I don't know how true that is. Okay. The reason I'm just bringing that up is in my thoughts, in my dream this morning. Y'all, this stuff is starting to, oh my gosh. I'm like thinking about it as I'm waking up. But if she was on the phone with him, I wish he would speak up. And the reason I would want him to speak up, not telling us their personal business or nothing like that, what did he hear? Did he hear any conversation? Okay. Did she ever tell him some things about this pertaining to if she felt threatened, if they were blowing up her phone, or anything like that? I would want to know those types of things because that would be key in this case too, if he was on the phone. Now, think about the Trayvon Martin case. Trayvon was on the phone. Now, oh Lord, poor thing. When she got on the stand, I don't think she did a great job on the stand. Okay, but she heard some things. Trayvon was talking to her, and I forgot her name, but y'all know who I'm talking about, the friend. Okay, if Romeca was on a call, did that person hear something? Because I would love to know what they heard. That would even put, if there's no video footage of anything, it would give some context to what happened when she pulled over or why she pulled over. Okay. I was just thinking about that this morning. A vehicle is actually considered a private dwelling. Okay. If she wanted to get away with it, she should have stayed in her car. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. So the street is public. Okay, so child, you should have got into your private dwelling, which is your car. That's where you should have been ducking. You know what, girl? You should have been hiding out like you were hiding out when Carlos and Romeca were together. Was that around 4th of July or something? And you were hiding out in the car. Well, if you hid out in the car that day, come on, y'all. Think about this. If she was willing, and I don't, Why you want to be with somebody you got to hide out in the car for? Like, I can't do that. Because, baby, you're not about to make me feel like number two. You already number two. Okay? But, child, you got me ducking in the car. I'm up here. What was she doing in the car? Hiding that day? I don't think I ever really got a clear understanding of why she was hiding, okay, in the car. So you mean to tell me you could not hide out that day? You couldn't climb into your own vehicle and lock the doors from big bad Romeca that day? You rather unalive her that day, but the other day you were willing to hide out in the car. What was different about this day? Okay. She was just mad. She was an option. Come on now. Okay, that man wasn't really serious about her. He kept your baby a secret, everything. And it wasn't to other people. Allegedly, started telling Romeca about the baby and the baby shower and stuff like that is when she started finding out. Child, you were a hidden secret. Okay. He didn't post you, still not. Have y'all seen her post? I still haven't seen him post her or claim her at all. No shade. I haven't. It's just a fact. Okay. He didn't do it now. He didn't do it then. So that should tell you a lot. That should tell you a whole lot. Okay. Hi, Boo Love. Good morning. Hey, second sin for you. She said the police seemed subdued and even out of it. Child, they had too many donuts sitting at the precinct up there talking, probably on social media, on phone calls, had nothing to do with business, ignoring the crime in the area like they do. Okay, so they were caught off guard with something like this that typically does not take place in that area, not to this extent. Okay, so they were caught off guard. They're like, oh Lord, what do we do in this case? This type of situation. They're lost. They were lost. I never seen police respond like that. Right? They normally secure a scene. They didn't. Okay, and get crazy if you don't move. You think they were scared? Yeah, they letting Carlos just over there talk to them, walk back and forth from the scene. He having blood. They didn't know who the shooter was. People have to point her out. She having blood. They let people come on the other side of Holly's car recording. We got all these phone recordings yet. Hey, no one recorded the first part. Okay. Everybody had an angle. Everybody was able to get around and get different scenes of Romeca on that ground. And that's one of the pictures that was sent, unfortunately, to her mother. That's how she had to find out. That is sad. No mom wants to find out about their child in that way. Okay. I saw somebody say they wouldn't get in the car and lock doors and wait to be attacked with Romeca and not having a weapon. How could she get in Holly's car? What? Wait a minute. Somebody said they wouldn't get into the car and lock the door. They want to be attacked? Child, I don't know what. My mind cannot even wrap around some of the stuff I'm hearing. I don't even try. Hey, Dreamy Girl, good morning. Auntie said she's going to ask him and let me know. So she told me that yesterday. About what part, D? If y'all want to support the channel, Dreamy Girl, she just dropped some different ways in the chat that you're able to do so. The like button is for free and watching the ads are for free. So I appreciate your support because she said she never heard that till I asked her yesterday. I want to know what part. It's possible the guy she was dealing with have said something. Oh, about the guy, D, dealing with have said something. They just keeping that quiet. Oh, yeah, Miss Lynn. Yeah, that's possible too. Hey, Rebecca. Yeah, that's possible too. I didn't think about that. Maybe they do know something he said. That just came to me this morning. Let's see. Some of the women cops act just like men cops. They don't play. Yep. Brandy said, I'm afraid for a true justice for her because PD is not taking it too serious. Mm. Then someone had to be watching. Oh, okay, D. Okay, gotcha. Then someone had to be watching because why would they send that picture? Yes, that's what I'm saying, Carla. Because she stated that's how she found out. See, the police hadn't even gotten to her to let her know what happened. And then Romeca's sister came live. And I remember seeing that video, and she was crying, telling people. And I felt, oh, y'all, watching that video, that was so hard for me to watch. Whew. And she was telling people, she was like, yeah, it was real. And she said, please stop sharing that picture of my sister. For her, do it for her and her mom. And that's when her mom said, someone had sent her the picture of Romeca on the ground. And I remember in one of those videos, Carlos was over her body with the phone. And I'm wondering, did he take a picture? Because remember, he had told Romeca's mom, when he called her, that it was his fault. What was he confessing to? What was his fault? He had a confession. So how are we missing that part? Did the police take that into consideration? Which is why I'm wondering if that is one reason they brought him in to make another statement. What was your fault? Why did you come to the internet before you knew a video was circulating saying this is the worst day of my life? I'm curious to know what story was he going to go with. How are you still going to justify Holly shooting Romeca, and Romeca did not even have a weapon? He didn't know that the witness, even though the video was out there that day, he didn't realize the witness was going to go onto a platform and tell the full story. I don't think he even knew about that or thought about that day. In my opinion, the family should have retained an attorney weeks ago. Hopefully they did. I don't know. How did they even know Mama Tina's phone number? I believe dude did that. That should be premeditated. I'm telling you, Carla, when I talked about that, I said it had to have been someone close to her or would have access to know that phone number. A random stranger is not going to text Romeca's mom. Okay, so I don't know if it was another family member that saw the video and sent it to her, or if it was him. Okay, but it would have had to have been someone that knew her phone number, is all we're saying. I just, in my opinion, feel like no one should have done it that way. That's how I feel. Okay. You're used to your child. And me and my mom were the same way. I would call my mom every day, every morning, like clockwork. She was used to Romeca calling her every morning. So imagine you're not getting the phone call, but you get a picture of her lying on cement like that. No mother should have found out like that. Okay. Now, I don't know who sent it to her, but it was, to me, I don't think it should have been sent like that. The guilt is eating Carlos up. Oh, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Like he couldn't wait to send the picture. Right. Right. And I don't know if he sent it or not. I'm not going to say for sure. Okay. I don't know. But I do know in the video of him standing there, he had the two phones. It was over her body at one point. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Cree's Conversation Lounge. Thank you for being a sponsor for this live. And y'all make sure y'all tap in. Let's see. She says, has anyone seen a never video from Romeca? If so, please send it to me because I haven't seen them yet. I haven't seen them yet, but somehow people have assured there is one. Yes. Anybody, Ever seen one that Romeca did? I would never. Has anyone seen that? I haven't seen it either, sis. Okay. I don't know. If nobody didn't know Romeca or the family, they should have found out through the police. Exactly. I think PD is taking it serious. That's why they're not talking. They are gonna get them. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no mother should have found out that way. Yeah. So, who y'all? For those of you who came in late, Keys had shared a part of the information from the autopsy report. He just got in, and Romeca was on her way to work that day. She had on her work clothes, so she was not with the fighting. Okay, in my opinion. Now, okay, she was trying to get to work. She was shot on the right side of her face and in her left thigh, which there were three shots. So, where's the third bullet? I don't know. Now, when this first came out, there was a channel on Facebook that had stated that one of the shell cases was found on the windshield. Now, y'all, that makes me even more upset that she had no regard for her child, especially if you're not a good shooter. So this is with one shell casing was found on the windshield. One shot could have been from the sidewalk. But my thing is, for you to have that much other blood, was the other shot close range? You see what I'm saying? Was that close range? Yes, I've seen it on another CC's video in either the platform. I heard she shot her in her side. Well, hey Yvette, welcome. According to the information he just shared, it wasn't one there on the side. He said he's going to do a part 2 where he goes into more details about it. Oh, y'all. Mm-mm-mm. The third shot could have literally hit a random innocent person. She should be charged for that. That's what I was saying, Brittany. That's what I was saying. Like that could have hit an oncoming car. The children, one of the children who was on their way to school. They already had to see this. The aftermath of all of this. We saw some kids with backpacks standing there watching. It could have hit one of them. There's no regard for no one's life in that moment. You're right. Yeah, why would you have your baby at that scene? He said he's going, yeah, tomorrow night. Yeah, why would you have your baby at that scene? After she shot the first shot from far back, then that's probably when she walked up closer because of the blood spatter. Well, that's what I'm wondering, like, for it to get on their shoes like that on top. If you're just walking over there and, I don't even like talking about it like that. Mm-mm. I don't, I don't even want to say it. That just breaks my heart. I'm gonna be honest. She's just another coward with a gun, right? Carlos lost her street credits, right, Derica? Okay, thank you, Brittany, for joining this morning. Have a great day, sis. Okay, Krisha, yes, you're gonna have to watch that. Mm, mm, mm. Who y'all? I don't know. The reality of that hit me. It's sad. That's sad. And it was like no regard, just no regard for her life. right there. So Carlos didn't have the decency to call her family and let them know. Did he forget this is the mother of his child? Of course he didn't, because he was planning to pick up little Los. Well, allegedly, her mother said um, that he did call her and he said that it was his fault. Now I don't know if he sent the picture of Romeca to her or someone else did. I'm not going to fully put that on him because I don't know for sure. I can't prove who sent it. She would know. A bullet was on Holly passenger side windshield. So was it the casing or the bullet? Let's see. Creisha say that's why I can't speak on it live. It's sad. It's like, I was okay. It's a little sad when I got on there. We started talking, but then it was like I didn't even want to say certain things because it just, man, like that was harsh. That was harsh. I showed this video yesterday. Y'all, I'm gonna play it. Memory of Romeca just in this moment. So rest in peace, Romeca. Oh boy. Mm-mm-mm. So y'all, yes, we're gonna continue the conversation. I'm not gonna stay on too long because I don't want to get y'all emotional and stuff like that. But rest in peace. Make sure y'all tap that like button. I'm gonna have to remove the song I forgot yesterday. Got me for the music. But at least when y'all don't hear live, y'all get to hear the music. I have to remove it later. But y'all make sure y'all drop those hearts. Justice for Romeca. And we will continue to speak on you, continue to bring awareness so that your life and what you went through that day was not in vain, and that justice will be served. Beauty by Reset and welcome, sis. She said, I believe this is premeditated. The way he moved shows this. There's been so many different speculations. I heard that she was shot 3 times as well. I did too. Uh, the medical examiner record isn't going to tell any lies. Right. Exactly. Exactly. I agree with that. It's not, so I'm curious, although, we get through our emotional side of it. I do want to hear the details and facts of what transpired that day. And I'm pretty sure that as hard as it is for us, it's even harder for her family to hear it. Okay. So let's continue, y'all, to keep them lifted up in prayer because I know that, this is definitely hard for them having to really not only go through this period, but also to me, this is almost like public as well because it's garnered so much public attention. So it's not just something, oh, they can privately grieve or nobody really talking about it. No, if they go to social media, people are talking about it. Um, yes, Derica. Okay. I had heard that 2, 3 times. And that's why I was like, when he said two, so that's what made me shocked. Like, where is the third bullet? Because I thought it was 3 times as well. Okay. So we'll get more information, but shout out to Keys for sharing that information with everyone. Thank you all so much for joining. I hope everyone has a fantastic Thursday. I will try to come back. I know I have some things to do this evening with my kiddos. If I don't, I will see you all on tomorrow. Check out yesterday's replay and the other videos that I did on yesterday. And I usually try to update you all with little short videos throughout the day as well. But I love you all. Thank y'all for joining. It is forever justice for Romeca. May you rest in peace. Have a great day.
Flip through truth with the open book. If you felt that heat, like share and stay locked in. Another chapter done, but we far from finished. Truth on the mic, yeah, we handle business. Real talk, no fluff, just facts and fire. From the book to the block, we taking it higher. The open book, every voice matters, every lie shatters. Catch you next page.